Is that a guitar I see in your hand?
Yeah. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. There's a song I want to play at your party. So
Okay.
let's start with a promo for your party in October,
Sounds good.
because people should pay their Litecoin right now, because Litecoin is $119, and that's a good price for your party. But if they wait until October, it's going to cost them like $1,000 to get in the party.
And it's going to sell out soon.
So just let me give a plug to my buddy Bix. This party is so much fun. I went to it last year, and I'm going this year, and we'll all be there. The whole gang is there. It's so invigorating. It's such fun. When's it going to be?
October 27th in Las Vegas.
So there's this song I want to send you that we can do, and what I want you to do, it's a classic old song. You can write a verse about Litecoin, and we'll sing but it's like, here it is. Get in the groove and let the good times roll. We gonna stay here till we soothe our soul, if it takes all night long. The evening sun is sinking low. The clock on the wall says it's time to go. I got plans for me, I got plans for you. I tell you exactly what we're all gonna do. We're gonna get in the groove and let the good times roll. Anyway, we'll
Dude, it's gonna be awesome. I can see the Litecoin words right now.
Yeah. So hang on. Okay, I gotta unplug my audio. So Bix, how's the cleanse? You're looking good. Your face looks rosy and clear, and you've lost some weight.
My wife doesn't know what to do with herself.
Here's my advice. When you go off of this, you're going to go eat a big greasy dinner, and just
That's not the plan, actually.
How you feel after you eat that. I changed my diet, and the thing that did it for me was I would have food that tasted so good going in, and then an hour later you'd go, oh man, that didn't, I don't feel real well. And so I would just stop eating that. You lose your desire once you make the connection.
Yeah.
To health. So that's a good thing.
That's great advice, and actually that's part of the protocol. They don't just stop you; they wean you back into where you want to be. And it's going great. And next week is the tough week, which is just it was fresh foods only, so veggies, fruits, and nuts, no meats, no caffeine, no booze. That's the first week. Second week is shakes, and third week is just juices. So next week is just juice.
Well, go get some good organic vegetables, carrots.
Oh, we got it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You got all that stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel great. I'm my energy's up there, and my golf game sucks though, because I went and played golf the other day, and golf is all about balance, and I don't have this big weight of belly hanging down under me anymore, which anchored my swing. So I was all over the place on the golf course.
Well, you'll learn to.
I know.
You'll adjust to that. Hey, how about Litecoin today, huh? I'm all in a good mood. I was in such a bad mood 2 days ago over cryptos.
That's exactly why I wanted to get together and talk. Is your video yesterday? You're like, oh, it's not ready. We're not ready. This sucks. I felt the exact same way probably in 2014 around there. I'm like, after Mt. Gox, and there were other things blowing up. I'm like, oh, this is the worst thing ever. And I wanted to give it all up. But what you got to remember, cryptos, what Cliff was calling them is anti-fragile. So anti-fragile means every time it breaks, it gets fixed and it's that much better. That same break never happens again. So as we go through cryptos, they'll keep breaking as we go along. But the anti-fragile nature of it means it's stronger than it was the day before. Kimono will be stronger and stronger and stronger every time it breaks.
Yeah, well, I'm still in on cryptos. I mean, I'm in big enough that I've put enough of my investments, and I know it's going to do well. I know we're going to be fabulously wealthy.
but we don't want you to die of a heart attack before you can enjoy your wealth.
Oh God, I'll tell you. We did. Okay, I'll let a secret out. This is for our Patreon stuff. We were hyping Komodo big time because they're going to have an association with Amazon, and we see it. We did a remote viewing on it, and like all three of us were like, in 2021, this is going to be gangbusters. So, and then we got other intel that wasn't remote viewing. That they're going to be doing platforms that are really significant. So we like Komodo.
Well, that's good.
I wired some down to the guy in Australia that's a broker, and I put a lot of money in. It's
how much?
Like 30,000.
Damn.
No, 50. No, I put 15,000 in Komodo.
I tell you, man. Hold on one second. Let me grab something. One of the things, yes, cryptos. It looks like we've gotten out of the crap, which is good. And one of the things I wanted to talk to you about is the exchanges have to go away. And we've talked about this before. The exchanges are so corrupt and they aren't trading real cryptos. Volumes are going through the roof of phantom volume. And it's pretty much all manipulation on all the exchanges. And
yeah, how about that one that happened last week? I did a Barry Schmelling on that, where somebody dumped in $200 million worth of Bitcoin, crashed the market.
It wasn't Bitcoin. No, they didn't dump in any Bitcoin. They dumped Bitcoin derivatives on the market.
Yeah, dump derivatives, made a bunch of money, but crashed the market. That's
that's the manipulation game. That's where you go, okay, what's to stop them from dumping 200 billion Bitcoin on the market? Nothing.
Yeah, they could crash it.
They're all phantom. They're all phantom trades. We don't know the value of any crypto, the true fair market value, because they're all trading in rehypothecated crypto derivatives. That's what Lightning Network is and the marriage of Bitcoin and Litecoin is going to do, is going to take out the exchanges. And that's the whole idea behind Lightning. Well, part of the idea behind Lightning Network is to have the atomic swap part of it. You know, you pay in Litecoin or you pay in Bitcoin, you get change in Litecoin or vice versa. You're not going to need an exchange. And they could do that to other coins as well. So at some point, you won't need an exchange. Now, you do need a reference value. So when the exchange happens, what is the reference value? It's got to be based off of something. So there will have to be some kind of value market setter in the markets, but it better be cleaned up. And I think they are cleaning it up. It better be cleaned up by the time all this starts rolling. And I think this year is going to be better than 2017 in my estimation, as far as participation, people getting on, and the big money coming in.
Yeah. Well, I think the big money's already getting in the back door without us knowing it, I think. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but they haven't, because the price sure hasn't reflected it. And remember, but even if they're buying derivatives, yeah, they might think they're getting in. You know, they're buying stuff on Kraken and Coinbase and Gemini and thinking, oh, I own my crypto. When in actuality, those companies don't hold that crypto.
There won't be enough crypto available when they get to where they uncloak and say, okay, we're all in, and they start buying it. Suddenly, it will be very hard to get.
Well, yeah, it's not the buying it necessarily. It's when they say, okay, we're going to pull our cryptos off the exchanges, and then the exchanges say, well, we really don't have them.
Yeah, we need 30 days to fulfill that one, and they're scrambling like, oh, God.
We're down for maintenance. Yeah. Oh, my God. If I see another crypto exchange say they have maintenance on a certain coin, I'm going to vomit. Maintenance means they don't have the coin and they're looking for it.
Yeah.
And maintenance might last a few hours, a few weeks, a few months, or forever.
Yeah, we're upgrading our system. So it's going to be an exciting year, I think. It's going to be really...
I think it already is.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on what coin you're in, yes, we had the 80, 90% drop of most cryptos, some 95. Some have gone away. Some of the cryptos that we thought were going to be good have gone away. And and some are on their last legs. And some might resurrect themselves in the next bull run when it really gets going. Right now, we're in the early stages, climbing the wall of worry, as you showed yesterday in your video. But those days will be gone in a couple months, and then everybody will start saying, "Oh my God, what's Bitcoin? What's Litecoin? What's Ethereum? Can you show me how to use a wallet?"
Yeah. Are you noticing a change in sentiment because you're such a public figure and you talk to people a lot about it? I've noticed a definite sentiment change just in people at the beach, casual friends, family members. They're
definitely
now.
And that's, I mean, it's human nature. Even long-term crypto holders, they get excited. The fear of missing out stuff. People are excited about things that are going up in price, and sentiment is driven by that. And it doesn't matter how many good things are going on in the background over the last year and a half, which a ton has happened in the cryptocurrency space. It is so much easier to use now. It's so much more safe than it used to be. There's so many things that have changed in cryptocurrency in the past year and a half. And yet most people just don't even recognize it. All they watch is price.
Yeah.
The price went down. It doesn't mean the cryptocurrency system was falling apart. As a matter of fact, it got a hell of a lot better.
Well, I was just getting in that first time I met you on Maui. What was that, about a year and 2 months ago?
Something like that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, from when I first, February of 2018, and I bought a little Bitcoin. I bought some Litecoin. I was just getting into it, and I bought it at a pretty high level. Then when it crashed, I mean, the whole year of 2018, which we call the winter of cryptos, I was regularly buying. I was buying every month. I didn't stop buying. I bought all the way down. And so now I'm looking good. I was buying Litecoin at $35-40.
Yeah. And it's funny because it's just the nature of people and investing. You ask people, when do you want to invest? They go, "Oh, I want to buy at the bottom, and then I want to sell at the top." And then when the bottom hits, by nature, they go, "Oh my God, that's dead. That's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Look, it's gone down so much." It goes back up and they say, "Oh my God, I wish I had bought when I first looked at it." We all wish we were, there when Satoshi released the white paper and we brought our computer out. We could mine, 25 Bitcoins every single day or whatever the number was.
Those were the
And
days.
I mean, can you imagine how many Bitcoin the early miners got in? Although there weren't that many transactions, but you think back and you say, "Oh, what if? What if?" Well, 5 years, 10 years from today, people are going to look back at us right now and say, "Oh my God, what if I got in when you multi-billionaires got in?"
Yeah,
and
that's true, because you and I know that this is going to be the financial system of the future. It's been designed by people in the know, and it's rolling out. It's not just a fad. It's not just a speculation. This is going to be the financial system. It's the
Right, you could see that by all the announcements of these big corporations wanting to make their own coins. Facebook coin, Amazon's going to have a coin possibly. Apple's talking about blockchain stuff. Everybody, JP Morgan coin. I mean, this to the old argument that I used to have to fight that, "Oh no, are you kidding? It's not anything. It's got no value." Like Peter Schiff and Chris Duane are the only two people left on planet Earth that don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah. I wonder how long they're going to hold on to that line.
That's their personalities forever. Once they made their call, all their followers missed out on the early days of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. So they're never changing their tune.
Yeah. The one that's making the splash now is Grayscale. They've got that ad out, and they're saying it's time to get rid of gold, but they're selling derivatives, right? They're selling paper Bitcoin.
Yeah, I saw the ad, and I saw part of the debate. Peter Schiff and the guy from the Grayscale had a pseudo debate. Peter just doesn't know what to say anymore.
Yeah, the world is passing him by. Okay, let's talk serious for a minute. I want to call your attention to two things. Are you
wearing pants?
No,
Okay. So
well, now I'm wearing shorts. I wear gym shorts around the house. I did put on a shirt with a sleeves. So
I like the shirt though.
Tell John Kim I need a Litecoin shirt. I want another Litecoin shirt.
I will. I'm supposed to see him either today or tomorrow. He's in the Bay Area.
Okay, I'll send you an email with my address. I'll tell him I'll wear it on camera, and I'll.
Oh, there you go for advertising. Oh,
yeah,
definitely. We want to talk about that now or later. The summit.
Oh, the summit. Yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, get to the Litecoin Summit. It's October 28th and 29th in Vegas. It's going to be a monster. It's going to sell out. No, there's no discount tickets anywhere because they expect full sellout and more. And then the day before is the Bix Weir Road to Ruta Summit show event, a full-day event at the same hotel, the Cosmopolitan. Dick Allgire and the band will be there. Jason F4 will be there. Bitcoin Ben, Will Lair. All my friends are going to be there. So, and it's a big party. This time we're going to have more time to meet and greet in the day and speeches, and the night's all about party and band and music and good times. So if you want to go, send me an email, bix@roadtoruta.com. It costs you one Litecoin per person. One Litecoin. Right now it's $115. When I started doing this, it would cost you $20 to get in. When this event happens on October 27th, you get to see Litecoin well over $1,000. So it'll be the priciest ticket in town. So if you want to go, send me an email, bix@roadtoruta.com, and I will send you info on the show.
I just paid an editor to do some editing today, and I've been meaning I was paying him in Litecoin, and I finally had to call him today and say, "Look, give me your address. I need to send this. It's going up. It's every day. It's more. So yeah, the Litecoin event is just fabulous. It's the best conference I've ever been to. It's really good. Bitcoin Ben will be there, Jay Snip, all the guys. I made some great connections. You introduced me to Will Lair at the last one last year.
Yep.
And I opened my personal IRA with him, and it has done very well.
Yeah, anybody who still has money in the old system, like an old retirement account that you forgot, oh, I work for this company, or a current one, an IRA, call Will Lair, Perpetual Assets. He'll show you how to get it out of the system into your own possessions. You can buy cryptos in it, which you hold yourself. You can buy metals, which you hold yourself. And as Deutsche Bank looks as it's crumbling this fall, you're going to need to be a person that takes care of his own physical investments.
Yeah, the time to do it is right now. I'm so glad I did. And, going into it, I thought, oh, well, taking money out of my 401k into cryptos, the 401k company is going to be real skeptical of that. How am I going to finesse that? When I called them up and they said, well, I told them I want to roll it over. And they said, what's the name of the entity? And I gave them the name of Will Lair's company. And the guy just looked up and said, oh, yeah, that's on the official list. We can do that. No problem. We'll send the check out to you tomorrow. They didn't charge me a fee. I didn't have to pay taxes. It was just a straight rollover, all authorized, all very easy. Will Lair takes care of everything.
They do it by the book, and they got all the licenses they need. Yeah,
it's all totally legal within the system. And it has performed so much better than my 401k in the past 2 months. It's been.
Well, yeah, absolutely. If you look at that, but if you look at the last, it all depends on when you start looking at it and when you end looking at it. So, come, January 2018 through December of 2018, it was destruction. I can't believe I made this investment. And then now things like Litecoin have gone up, 600%. It's like, okay, now I remember what's happening. Now I remember why this is all going on. How much of, I look at the last year. I look at 2018 as it was a year that was carved out that never should have happened. But it did happen because they wanted to delay the breakdown of the old system. We just weren't quite there. They were getting things ready behind the scenes. A lot of Bitcoin and crypto development has gone in. And now we're coming out of that period of delay, and now they're going to let it start running again, which is great.
Okay, I want to give you some bad news about our freedom. Did you see the segment I did on that horrific bill, HR 838? It's the pre-thought crime. They've got a bill. Here's what they're doing, Bix, is they know they can't take our guns away. And so what they're addressing, these violence in schools, violence in institutional places, like that shooting they just had in Virginia recently. Now they're saying we need to prevent that. So they've got a bill that's in Congress that will allow them to take action based on someone's motive, intent, and capability. It's like pre-thought crime. You don't have to commit a crime. You just have to have the potential or the ability or the motivation or the intent.
Pre-crime.
Who decides who the intent is?
That was that
what
movie.
I'm saying is, if anybody thinks they're going to stand up for freedom, that's one you got to stand up to right now.
Well, I think you can look at the laws across the books, and there are so many unconstitutional laws out there. It's part of the reason why I think that no matter how many laws they pass, when the old system breaks down and all the revelations come out of how abused we're going to have to look back at the laws and say which ones are constitutional and which are not. And I think that'll be a hallmark of the transition out of the old system and into the new, is changing the laws that were put there to destroy our freedoms. And just because the law is on the books doesn't mean we have to obey it. And if the country decides not to obey it, we'll just kick out the lawmaker and say, screw you. I don't care if the law's on the books. You passed that law. I don't believe in it. I think it's unconstitutional. We had a rigged Supreme Court when this thing passed. Now we don't have a rigged Supreme Court. We're going to have to run a lot of these laws back through the gamut. Or on the flip side, if you believe in conspiracies, in the late 1800s, we were turned into the United States of America Corporation, and none of these laws count towards, are applicable to the humans living in the United States. So if you could take the conspiracy side or the, hey, this is unconstitutional side, either way, we can fight and get out of that.
Laws have to be written with a certain grammar or they're not legal. And
no, that's not true. You know why that's not true? It's because that's what the people who are interpreting the laws tell you. And I've heard it so many times. Well, this has capital letters and your social security numbers in this. That's their rule that they made up. I, as a sovereign human being, don't have to believe in that rule. I can tell my fellow Americans that we're being lied to, we're being led along. These are unconstitutional laws. Don't believe them and don't follow them. Oh, by the way, we got the military on our side. Trump's got all the generals on his side, and we can take out that way of thinking. So it is not is it man-made laws or man-made created things? There's laws of nature and laws of man.
Well,
if man wanted to create a structure.
You believe Trump and the generals are on the good side. The generals may have a higher loyalty. Okay, here's another one. Headline today: illegals to have 300,000 babies this year. They've had 124,000 anchor babies already. The border is wide open, Bix. It is just the Border Patrol is not. They're now acting like valets. They're not stopping anybody. If they have a stop, they're flooding the country.
I remember back when Obama was in. They were flooding the country back then. We're just now watching it and saying, "Oh my God!" Because every immigrant that comes in is another Democratic vote. So the Democrats want as many people in as possible. The way to solve that problem, it can be solved overnight if you want to really solve the problem, and that's to allow silver to be freely traded. Silver goes to $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 an ounce. All those immigrants that came flooding in from Mexico are going to turn around and run back out and go back home because they'll be the richest country in the world by far. Because they supply the majority of silver for the world. They have for the entire, since we started consuming silver in the 1930s and 40s with industrial consumption of silver. Over 33% of all silver has come from Mexico. If they kept that silver and allowed it to be freely traded, they would be the richest country in the world because of their natural deposits of silver. And that, if you want to solve the immigration problem, rig the silver prices to 1,000 and watch everybody from the United States try to rush into Mexico to get their hands on some of that wealth.
What makes you think that the riches from the silver would trickle down to Guatemalan refugees, El Salvadoran and Honduran refugees? That's who's coming, though.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they're coming to the United States because they can be part of the system. If Mexico was part of our social welfare system and then get jobs and do stuff, if Mexico was even richer than us, yeah, they've had huge social welfare programs. They wouldn't make that trek all the way up Mexico.
Well, what they're doing now is they're flooding our country, and the people that voted for Trump are saying, "Oh, Trump's going to fix it." He's not fixing anything.
He's trying.
Well,
the cool thing now is I just read this morning, because he's threatened these tariffs that start on Monday, the 5% tariff against Mexico.
The tariffs are getting us. It's a tax on us.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
So they're getting us to, it's like, oh, Trump's doing this is good. Trump is fighting this by instituting the tariffs. Let's pay twice as much for avocados. I'll support that. So they're taking money out of our pockets and still bringing the immigrants in.
Absolutely, but in reality, with the Mexico situation, they will just stop importing to us at some point. At some rate of tariff, they will stop importing to us. So yeah, we'll have to pay more because it's made in the USA type of goods. Now, is that right? Is that wrong? Well, American citizens will have more jobs, but we'll have to pay more for things. The reality, he's using it as a tool because Mexico is absolutely dependent on us economically. So if they don't do what they're supposed to do, then we're just going to cut them off economically, and they're going to turn into Venezuela because they still want their social programs down there. So that's why Mexico has started to put troops on the borders. They're locking up their southern border right now, and they won't let anybody in anymore. I saw that just today. And so it looks like it's working as a negotiation tactic, and we'll see. I think Trump will probably delay it at first and then wait for some of the promises they've made to come true. But it's a huge hammer to a negotiating tool to have this flood of people stop coming into the U.S. without building a wall.
Well, here's what I know. We are going to see some huge social and economic disruptions. The way to protect yourself is to get some Litecoin and other cryptocurrencies.
Litecoin is the right coin.
I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm getting as much as I can get my hands on, and I'm storing it in my safe little wallets. I need to have you teach me how to put my Komodo in a paper wallet.
Yeah, I don't have any Komodo, so they got their own blockchain.
Do you just hold Litecoin, or do you have other altcoins?
No, I got quite a few. But the vast majority, over 50% of my crypto portfolio is Litecoin. And as it goes up, the percentage gets bigger and bigger. But I own some Bitcoin, some Bitcoin Cash, I own a decent amount of Veritasium, a decent amount of Theta and Theta Fuel. I think Theta is like that hidden gem because of the involvement of Samsung, which is, you got your Apple phones where you're going to transact business, and then you got your Samsung phones that, Samsung being involved with Theta on an investor level, and Theta didn't go through an ICO, so they're not going to fall into the trap of what Ken got messed up in. So yeah, I'm a big Theta fan, but Litecoin to me is like it's the silver to Bitcoin's gold. Like, it's almost exactly the same. It's a monetary instrument, and it's a tool, an industrial tool. Litecoin, you can run smart contracts on Litecoin. They're gonna, with Mimblewimble, you'll have completely no tracking of your transactions. You can have atomic swaps, meaning you can swap Litecoin for Bitcoin. So similar to and 4-to-1 ratio. So similar to the gold silver story. It's kind of crazy. So yeah, silver and Litecoin.
50% just went up to 120. 50% of my portfolio is Litecoin, and I'm in about the same. I'm in some Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, little tiny Veritasium. I got a lot of Theta.
We don't talk about XRP here, but yeah.
Hey, no, Bitcoin Ben has been talking to some of the more intelligent XRP guys, and I get the story. My problem with XRP is not the technology or not what they're trying to do, is that the majority of holders of XRP are the bankers. And so if the bankers go down, the bankers are required by law to liquidate their assets to pay off their debtors. If the bankers go down, they have to sell all their XRP. So you might see cryptos going crazy and XRP go down to zero. Maybe.
We'll see. I don't never put all your eggs in one basket. It's some of these are going to crash and burn, and some of them are going to make billions. So
we've seen that, and it's so similar to the .com bubble of 99 and 2000, and that was what happened in 2017 and the beginning of 2018. And then what happened after the crash? All the shitty companies went away. The startups that didn't perform went away, and you're left with your giants and your companies that are performing. So I think we're past the bad days. We're into the good days of crypto, which feels so much better. Let me tell you.
I just thought of something. I'm going to take a trip to Asia later this year and not take any cash or credit cards. Just take my smartphone. See if I can take a trip. And
that's the place to go, though. I mean, Asia's much more advanced than we are as far as electronic payments.
Oh, Korea is way ahead. China is way ahead. I just did a segment this week on
at least in the cities
in China that they don't even accept credit cards and cash.
At least in the cities. You get in the rural areas, you're pretty much screwed. I think. That's changing as well.
Yeah. Okay, Bix, I'm going to send that song to you, and we'll play "Let the Good Times Roll" and write a crypto verse.
Absolutely. Oh, also, I just finished a new song that I just love, and it was Tiger who actually gave me the thought and the idea, and I was supposed to write it for him about his father and
his mother. Yeah,
his mother. So it was family. Okay, so good thing I didn't write this for his father. I wrote a song called "My Father's Son" that I want you guys to put some of your magic on. It turned out unbelievable.
Tiger is standing by. He's really good, man. His mandolin is so beautiful.
Good. Hey, and his Litecoin's doing well too these days.
I know. He checks it every day. He's a good guy. Well, okay, he'll be so happy to do another song for you.
Excellent. I just gotta get my recording situation down so that all I have to do is come on, click on the hit record, and then play. I got an awesome new portable PA system that
not the one you had on Maui?
No, that was a piece of crap. This is the Bose S1 Pro, and it's like a full PA system, except it's like literally it comes with a backpack.
Oh,
and you hook two of those together. It's like huge sound. I love it.
Are you going to have a good sound system at the party in Vegas?
Oh yeah, I'm bringing my big one and the small one, and with because they charge so much to rent this spot, they include an audio guy and lighting guy and all that. So I'm going to have it built out into a rock star stadium with sound technicians and stuff like that.
Oh, well, we'll have cameras recording that from several angles, and we'll rehearse for 10 minutes instead of 5 minutes, and we'll really
maybe even come a day before and have a little band jam session party.
That would be good. Okay, well, I'll bring one of my good guitars, and so we can plug in and make it really good. This will be fun. Hey, folks, Bix's party is so much fun, and the Litecoin party. Tickets are going to sell out. Go get a ticket. Road to Ruta, you can get it?
Yeah. You can't get it at the website. You need to send me an email, bix@roadtoruta.com, and I'll send you an email with all the information. And if you want to go, the Litecoin address where you send the Litecoin. But it is, I think we have a max of 400, and we're already in the 300. So make sure you do it.
I want to say hi to Roy in Florida that I met there last year. All kinds of great people. We made so many good friends.
Is Mimi coming out?
Oh, yeah, she's coming.
How about Sonny?
I don't know if we're bringing Sonny out. We have another cameraman.
You giving Sonny the boot?
No. we'll see about bringing Sonny, but we got a guy that's on the mainland, and he's our editor.
Okay.
And he's a great musician. He just sent me a song. This guy sings like professionally and does professional recording. His buddy is Chris Anderson of the Outlaws in Rattlebone. He's like great Southern rock guitarist.
Yeah, those guys sent me a video and talked about it. Yeah.
So we'll have videographers there. We'll document your party. That'll be it. It is so much fun. I'm really looking forward to it. And it's in Vegas. Oh my God.
I know, that's kind of scary.
You'll be off your fast by then.
I'll be off my fast, but I don't plan on overdoing the drinking. Although I did read where a glass of wine a day is better than working out for a half an hour in a gym. Because
it's the 3 or 4 glasses that you get.
Well, yeah, exactly. So we'll see what happens.
Your family wine. That time we went to my friend's house and we uncorked this, great French wine, and you brought this Pinot Noir the Pinot was better.
Well, he just got a 95 in the Wine Spectator.
Wow.
That's a big number for a Pinot. So, yeah it's a good wine.
It's really good.
There's a few different winemakers. This was, I think it was called Brooks Note, one of the winemakers. So, yeah, if you want to buy some Weir wine, go online, look up Weir wine. Weir Vineyard.
All right.
It's hard to get. It's kind of pricey.
Mine is on a run. It's like I sent you an email. It's the
my God. Are you watching it every day?
I'm watching it every 5 minutes. I've got to stop. Well, I had my wallet open because I was helping somebody get on to open a wallet and do some things. So I need to close it and not look at it. It's very.
You can go for a swim, go to the beach. I dare you to take a weekend off where you put your phone down at noon on Friday. You don't pick it up till noon on Monday. And your computer. There you go.
That's a tough one for me. I need to do that. I do that.
Tell Mimi I told you to do that.
Okay.
She's probably sick of you looking at it.
She'd be up for that. So, all right, Bix, always great talking with you. We'll put this up simultaneously.
Absolutely. Thank you, Dick.
I can't wait for the party. We're going to play some good music. Good time.
All right.
All right. See you, man.
Bye.